What's going on, guys? So today I could not wait to get my hands on the Type 16, the new Centauro lookalike for Japan. Now, I have some things that I want to address from last video. I only made the video on the announcement of this vehicle 2 days ago, 3 days ago maybe. But I actually got my hands on it now. It's completely spaded, completely aced, and I get to tell you what I think. So, disclaimer, the footage that you're watching from the beginning isn't the best. It's not the top-notch 30 kill games in the Type 16 that you're going to expect, but that's because I used it in my 10.0 lineup. So I had no up tiers. I think at 9.3 this tank will be a beast, is going to be a beast, is probably a beast. I haven't tried it, but I can't see it being any worse than it is at top tier. It could only be better, right? It's facing less armor and whatnot. But basically this replaced where my Type 74 sat in my top tier lineup, and I'm really thankful for it. It replaces a tank with a wheeled vehicle that has its own advantages and disadvantages. But in hindsight, the Type 74 has just about as much armor as this thing, if not less. It gets one shot just about as much, and I've actually eaten some shells with this thing. A lot, actually, from top tier. Surprisingly enough, I think it's the overpen mechanic. But the Type 16, let's talk about it. So, in the first video that I made, I was talking about the Centauro, the lower tier Centauro, and I was comparing both of these tanks. Now, I understand that there is the Romar, but the Romar is not as fast as either of these. It is actually pretty slow. It's very sluggish for its tier, and it makes it almost useless at the tier it's at. So at the expense of adding armor, it obviously weighs more. Now, it weighing more weighs it down, and since it's a wheeled vehicle, it has different types of soft stats in terms of vehicles weighing it down and whatnot, or the actual tank being weighed down. It sinks into mud, it doesn't go fast through water, it doesn't go fast through deep mud and whatnot. So the Centauro I was basing the comparison on was the lower tier one, so I wasn't worried about APFSDS or the gun. I know that this is a better platform, and I really like the gun that this gets. I like this Type 93 round. It does absolute beefy damage to T80s and anything actually that you run across. But another big thing that this tank opens up for Japan is actually having a pretty formidable lineup. The only thing Japan is missing is some type of missile AA. That's it. Everything else is accounted for. It has a fantastic MBT. Well, they have a fantastic MBT in the Type 90 with some of the deadliest pen, one of the fastest reloads on a 120, one of the fastest tanks at that top tier. It is a glass cannon, but you take what you can get. Now, this is also a glass cannon, but this thing gets some of the best hitting rounds for a 105 in the game. It's fast. It can go 100 kph on roads. It can flank. And it overall backs up the Type 90 in a fantastic way. And you could also have a Type 74 in this lineup, an upgraded Type 74, or the Type 74G, the premium, and you can have a backup tank that's shooting the same 105 rounds. Now, you know, there's not two tanks at the top tier of Japan that have 120s, but if it's so concerning to you, you can get a backup for your Type 90 and then have two Type 90s and a Type 16. But having the versatility to actually rush a cap on certain maps or flank on certain maps that have roads available to you is really nice. Now, this thing doesn't scout. It is basically a tank destroyer, and it plays just like a tank destroyer. But I really do like it. I like it a lot. I think the speed on roads is just fantastic. The armor, surprisingly, well, it doesn't work in this game. This tank or this vehicle, I keep saying tank, I'm sorry. This should have composite on the front of it and the turret, which it does in real life because it's based off the Type 10's armor, which is Japan's modern MBT. But it doesn't show up in game. It tells you that it's composite. It doesn't give you any values that are different from rolled homogeneous armor in the armor viewer. It doesn't show you in the x-ray what the composite actually is. So I don't know if that's going to change in the future. This vehicle could become pretty nasty if that's the case, but it doesn't have that right now. So you just have to use it as a glass cannon. As a glass cannon, though, it functions fantastic. I absolutely adore this thing. I couldn't have asked for anything more. I thought it was a unique vehicle. I didn't expect it this patch, to be honest. And with all the other stuff coming, the ADATs, the Leclerc, this thing might become underappreciated or might not really be talked about this week, so I'm going to do it. Also, take note, I'm going backwards up a hill, 40 kph almost. Backwards up a hill. Another vehicle that can do that, you'd be hard pressed to find one, especially at this tier with this type of gun and this gun setup. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of this video. Let me know what you'd like to see me cover next.
Yeah.
Rush B. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna
Hell yeah, dude.
about to deja vu on your ass, Black.
Hell yeah. Deja vu.
Had I been in this space before?
I don't know the rest of the song.
Then I know it's my time to go. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Fat B. That really.
Wow, so that's original.
That's hurtful, man. Why'd you have to call me fat? I'm thick boned.
I should tell him, call him Skinny B. He might be more offended. Body shame kills.
I mean, seriously, look how much farther ahead on the map I am than everybody else. I gotta restart my game after this.
Alright. What's wrong?
Getting some like freezes.
Hmm.
It's disgusting. Leave trash.
I agree. Got his barrel. He's all yours.
Howdy, Fran.
Oh, what are you shooting?
And a ghost shell. Do you see that?
I saw you shoot and not hit anything, yeah.
There's no such thing as ghost shells, only desync. That's what I was told.
That shit, I was aiming right at it as middle.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good.
Yeah, this guy was trying to say, he's like, ghost shells are not a thing, only desync. I'm like, that's ghost shell, dude. Oh, cannon breach on that one T80.
Oh, I got the Abrams on fire. And I got his... There's two right there then.
Oh, I hit ghost shell. Nah, pull me back.
I got you.
Oh my god.
Why won't it let me?
I don't know. No, look, it did it again.
Dude, I got one too.
What is going on, dude? This patch, they're just everywhere.
Alright.
Survive. I'm coming to assist. As fast as I can.
Radiator, fuel tank, and the gun. Oh shit.
Dude, we're already being spawn camped. Really? This map is fucking horrible. Oh my god, this.
I should get this T80 in a sec too. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Money shot. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
There's a fucking spawn camper right up here.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to go and get the spawn campers if I can get through this.
Dude, there's so many. They're camping on like the C spot.
There's a guy down the middle road. Black, I just hit him up.
Alright.
So the reason I show you guys those past two clips is one was me using this tank stupid and one was me using this tank smart. So since the turret is on the back of the tank, when you're playing a wheeled vehicle like this and you have to peek around a corner, you kind of get the advantage side scraping if you're parallel or perpendicular to the building or whatever you're trying to peek around, not parallel. So I pointed out parallel, I put my big engine out in front, I got shot through pred, and that was a mistake. I probably could have played that corner way better. And then I realized that, and I started playing like that. So that's probably the reason why I don't have crazy good games with you guys, for you guys right now in this tank. I'm definitely going to mess around with it on stream a lot. I keep saying tank. Vehicle, I guess. Vic. We'll call it a Vic. But once I get better with this thing, I will have, I'm sure, some good games at 9.3 to show you guys what this thing is fully capable of, but I do think it has a little bit of a learning curve, as do all vehicles that are a little different than tanks, right? You're used to one tank and how that plays. Everything plays a little different. There are little things you can do to make them better, and I just haven't found out everything about this one yet. So I hope you guys did enjoy the entire video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Doses.